Minecraft came out with an update. They were stating that there would be 3 mobs added as usual. This time it is the Allay, the Glare, and the Copper Golem. My thoughts on the Copper Golem is there's probably just going to be a regular golem, but a lot smaller. It'll be like this, but about this small, and it'll take a button and press it, specifically a copper one. Obviously, I don't find this too interesting. It would have been a lot more interesting if the Copper Golem was given a lot more information about, but in this case, it's just, I can press a button, and that's it. Nothing really too interesting here. We have the Glare. So if I set the time to night, and place a torch down, for example, the Glare would just go out to a spot where a mob can spawn and get angry, showing that a mob could spawn here. However, I am realizing that even with this, you can clearly see the point of where a mob can spawn and where it clearly can't spawn. Even with very varying levels of terrain, you could still see this effect quite clearly, even if I'm moving around on it. Here you could see that a mob can definitely spawn here, but not here, or not even here. It can spawn here, but it can't spawn here. I think that's pretty easy to see, unless if some people have issues with their vision. And then there's the Allay. I believe that there's some misconceptions about the Allay. People think that the Allay would just duplicate blocks. This is not the case. Let's say this is the Allay right here. I'll give the Allay a certain type of block type, right? Once that Allay takes that block type, I don't know how this will really work out too well. Once it takes that block type, the Allay, it'll find more of this block type lying around and then pick it up. It does not duplicate the block that you give it, rather it finds an item, the same item that's just lying around in a certain radius of itself, and then picks it up and then brings it to you if you use a note block of sorts. This is a very interesting thing, and personally, I don't want to have to go over here to pick up 2 polished diorite that I dropped accidentally. I'd want the Vex to do that. Or the Allay, not the Vex. Just to give a quick recap, Glare spots dark spots, the Allay picks up items, and the Copper Golem presses buttons, I guess. I want to be so biased with the Allay if the Copper Golem maybe have been given a lot more information about itself, but that's my personal opinion. I can see that a lot more people also have the same sort of idea going on. I've watched a few videos on this. I've seen some Reddit posts where people just talk about it, and the Allay seems to be mostly well received. In the previous mob vote, people voted for, in my opinion, the worst mob they could have voted for. The Glow Squid. We had 3 options. The Laurel Cow, I forgot what it's called. I'll bring it up on screen. The Glow Squid or the Isolager. Obviously, that form of a mushroom, it would have been compatible with bees, etc., stuff like that. It wasn't too interesting. Still better than the squid though. Then there's the gold squid. I mean, I have no clue why people decided to vote for this. I've spoken to actually people who have voted for it, and they said, "Oh, we just need a friendly mob in Minecraft. I'm scared of all these things trying to kill me all the time." So they voted for a squid rather than a mushroom. I don't get it either. I personally disagree with that. And then there's the Isolager, which is another form of pillager that likes to spawn in mountains, hence the 1.18 update and its mountains. It would have been really interesting to see new ice attacks and everything related to that, but we voted for a squid. Regardless, that's all in the past. We have squids now, or two types of squids now. I've checked out all the different videos that Minecraft has posted here, and as is with my review, Captain Sparkles also did a lot more informative video where he also describes some of the things I mention and everything. Check out this video, I'll post it in the description below. He explains everything that I explain as well. So checking out Minecraft Live 2021 here, I'm just gonna let the video play, and as I play it, I'll explain.
Minecraft Live, pushing the boundaries of what was thought to be possible. First, there was color. Then, there was sound. Then, 3D and CinemaScope. Now, we bring you Minecraft Live in the most exciting cinema technique in broadcast history. Quadromorphic Endervision.
I personally think that Quadromorphic Endervision is probably a reference to the Enderman, and it might link to an end update, which is something that I'm really hoping to see, because whenever I go to the end I see tons of bugs, and it's just not that interesting. Hence why the most popular one is the overworld, the second popular one is the nether, least popular one is the end, for several reasons. Not only because it's really inaccessible, but also because it's just boring. Just white islands with purple blocks, etc. Of course, in the beginning, when I started playing, I thought it was really cool, but after time, there's like less than 30 blocks that actually come from the end, right?
A new and thrilling way to experience Minecraft Live that will...
This might also link to something else where you can use Quadromorphic Endervision, unless if it's just part of Minecraft Live, which I'm probably overanalyzing, but it might actually have this effect where if you use a mechanic in-game in order to deter mobs to do something, or deter them from, I don't know, let's say there's a villager here, they just go towards the vision.
dazzle and mesmerize you completely.
Please lower your expectations to undead levels. I think this is what I mean by overanalyzing. Please lower your expectations, but
4 times more color.
4 times more color might link to some mobs, I don't know.
4 times the entertainment. And 4 times more unpredictable.
I think by unpredictable they mean different updates that you may see inside of Minecraft Live.
On October 16th, will you be prepared? Just get a load of what our experts have been working on around the clock. Our new digital audio system, Pillager Radio Sound.
This may be linked to Quadromorphic Endervision, where it might affect mobs with a certain noise. Or maybe Minecraft Live is just updating their audio and visual systems and I'm completely overanalyzing it.
Pillager Radio Sound. After hearing it, you'll...
Redstone approved. I think this might genuinely be an update where you control the actual pillager sound using redstone. Or bombs? I don't know, personally. Warning, pillager radio sound should never be experienced from a range closer than 10 yards. 10 yards may cause disorientation, confusion, nausea, vomiting, hearing loss, concussion, unsuspected flight, hair loss, toe cramps. Call this number for help. I would say this is a joke rather than an actual part of pillager radio sound.
Never be the same. And don't miss the opportunity to speak your mind, folks. Vote on the next block-breaking mob to be added to Minecraft.
I think this is also a link to vote for the Alley. Glare, Alley, Copper Golem, you know? But I think even the Minecraft team is kind of biased with it. Mobs may not actually break blocks. I think that is a reference as well to the Alley, where it may not break blocks if you ask for it to pick up another item rather than it breaking that block which contains that item and then bringing it to you, which is kind of disappointing, but it's still a really cool idea, as with collecting stuff.
As if that wasn't enough, we will be transmitting all of this live through our state-of-the-art broadcast system, Beacon.
I think the Beacon might be another update part where it could be a form of broadcasting, because we've seen radio sound and we've seen quadramorphic endovision, so this might be kind of a technical redstone update, as is with 1.18 and the wireless redstone type of thing.
Minecraft Live. Don't miss this extraordinary spectacle.
Okay, so that's the video. Again, I recommend you check out Captain Sparkles. He explains most of the stuff mentioned here. So that's about it. That's my personal thoughts on the update. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. If you agree, say that. If you disagree, please mention your opinion. My personal vote will go to the Alley. Again, it's a bit biased, but you do you.